Hi friends, welcome to Total Solutions Academy. In this course you will learn Microsoft Excel with formulas, charts, pivot and VBA macros. And here we are at the first Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Starting from this, you can create a new Excel file, as you can see, just by clicking on blank workbook within the whole menu, which you see on the left. In addition to this menu are the two menus: send out the menu called New and the menu called Open inside the new menu. In addition to actually hands-on creating a new Excel file, you also have a series of ready-to-use templates offered by Microsoft to set up, for example, calendars or budgets or simple invoices. By scrolling through the list, you'll find all the available templates. More than this, you may choose in suggested searches the most diverse categories to browse and from which to select, presumably templates you may need. Finally, in the Open menu, you can open close files and pick out those files you have just recently closed, which just clicking on them may be reopened. Now let's get on with the creation of new Excel file, clicking on the icon mentioned before. Here's to you the first Excel spreadsheet with which we are about to start this course. Alright, every single Excel file displays a menu composed by 8 sections in the upper part of the screen. These are Home, Insert, Page, Layout, Formats, Data, Review, View, and Have. Let's describe them within the Home menu. You'll find a series of formulas to format the text. You can choose the font line, the text, use conditioner, formatting, manage the filters, do searches, and much more. Within the Insert menu, you'll have the chance of adding predefined tables, managing images, icons, and smart managing graphs, filters, comments and other textual functions. We'll analyze later on. The menu page layout deals with the managing themes, managing the page itself with margins, orientation, horizontal, vertical, print in area and backgrounds. The menu dealing with formulas is the one we use the most. Within it, you can choose a series of formulas for spreadsheets and for managing your report in Excel. Now, the DSM manual would be overly used in the advanced phase of this course, as in it, you can deal with importing, managing data and connection. Alright. After analyzing some details of the worksheet, let's see now how to save our selfie. So let's click on the File menu and let's select either Save or Save as. I suggest you use Save as, being this a new This way you'll be working within this menu where you can decide the position where to store the safe side. Let's choose this PC. And as you can see, it will end up in the screen, which shows the folders you have saved filed recently. Clicking on this folder, you may choose by scrolling down to many on the left where to locate the Excel file. We'll save it in the Documents folder. OK, we've got our files safe. OK, we've got our files safe. Now, you may find it useful to know that within the Savings menu you are allowed to choose the extension of the file you need to save. As a rule, the predefined extension for all your selfies is X as well as X. Although there are a series of different extensions such as CS, the TX, TX, L, S, X, and L. In case you want your file to be accessible to a third person, they are sure to be useful in case you need to create a different format, as we will see in the following lessons. Alright. And this last lesson on the first use of it said, we're going to learn how to open a file which has been previously closed. So let's close the file we've just saved, and now we've got two options to open it up. Once again, we can open Excel by clicking in this case on the icon on the desktop, the one I'm using now to record this course. And we can open the fireplace on the recent files straight away from the whole menu or from the open menu the way I'm doing now. Or else we can choose to use the menu on the computer where we stored the closed file just by selecting with a double click. This way, you'll be allowed to use the file to modify it and to do all the operations we see in our next lessons. Alright. In the first lesson of this new module, we learn how to create an environment within which to manage our Excel files and the projects to plan the file. As you can see, is originally stored in the Documents folder. Therefore, we're going to select the Book 1 file, cut it by right-clicking on Cut and place it inside another folder, which we call Excel. Let's enter this newly named folder where our file will be pasted again by right-clicking on Paste. Now, let's open the Book 1 file. Let me explain to you two small details regarding the worksheet. As we have often said, the worksheet is all we have within this screen. Therefore, all we can see as gray in this moment, right then. Now below this selection, please notice on the bottom the label Sheet 1, which is the name of the worksheet within the folder that as a consequence will rename Folder 1. So that to be aware, this is the first sheet and the folder. Clicking on the symbol plus set. Beside the worksheet we are in, we can create a new worksheet which we named Folder 2 now. This way, we'll have two different versions within the same folder on which we can work separately, switching easily from one to the other, as we'll see in the next lessons. Alright. Now we are about to see a series of features of columns and rows in our Excel sheet. By selecting a column as a whole, in this case, column A, we have the opportunity to widen or shrink it as I. And the same for the row, we can select any row or any column and perform the same operation. This type of operation is necessary to make the cell result wider in the case of a longer content than the basic one offered by Excel. We can also select more than one column. In this case, we are selecting 3 columns and we can enlarge them so that all 3 take up the same dimension. The same can be done for the rows, so it is possible by using this intersection arch between columns to select a single column and enlarge the whole sheet straight away, and just like for the rows, create therefore a series of identical rectangles. Obviously, if we went to work on a different sheet, we would find the base of the original file. Getting back to folder 1, we might like to choose to hide 2 columns, in this case, B and C, by selecting and dragging them and then right-clicking Hide. The result is we've got A and D and second column. The same for the rows, same procedure. Let's select then, right, click and hide. Obviously, to be able to unhide the columns and rows we have hidden, we just have to select the column A and column B again by dragging the mouse over both. And right. Click on Unhide. Alright. To conclude this lesson on folders and worksheets, we are about to learn how to move, delete, or duplicate folders we've already created right now. We are working on worksheet folder 1 to move it. You just need to click on the sheet and drag and drop it past the file folder 2, and you see the sheet 2. We take the first position and the sheet 1, the second position to delete. The sheet just selects the sheet right back on its name. Select delete and then confirm the deleting. This way we just have sheet 1 in our file. And what if we wanted to duplicate this sheet again by right-clicking? We chose Move or Copy, select and move to N and then create a copy, and after that confirming by clicking on OK. As you can see, we've just created a replica of the previous file. Now, time to learn how to move a sheet within an Excel file. The sheet we've just created or any other file can be moved using Move or copied using Copy by right-clicking and select New Book within the To Book menu. If now we confirm with OK, we have our newly created sheet moved into another file. Actually, as we don't need this now, we close it. Next, let's create a new sheet so that to have a clean Excel bay by clicking plus, and let's delete the folder 1 sheet again by right-clicking then clicking on delete and confirming it. Last operation. Let's rename the sheet to with folder 1. See you in the next lesson.